point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 of the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another tote for ETN. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. One play action, Fields. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
This is fielded at the 27. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet, the little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Fields. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have the Packers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield. But now it'll be 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. It's a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. This defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. The Lions at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
19 Tigers. Hawk 70.
On 3rd and 2, Felton. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Felton out to his left. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Right back to Swift again on second down. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at them. They get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand. And a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Cannon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll find Hall. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Going for it, here's ETN. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3.
The score, Packers 10, Lions 3.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action, Felton. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get...
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
60 Eagles. 18 Cardinals.
On 1st and 10, Felton. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Come on.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Felton. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Back to throw again. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Moving like these. Buffalo like these. Dragon 60. 19 right.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Packers' 23-yard line.
79 Broncos. 18, Pioneer. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Lions.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground. And
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Rashad Bateman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
17.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. This is taken just shy. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers Packers pick it up, and they have the football that will take over at the 24-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Second half starts with a run by Etienne. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Fields now to throw. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Travis Etienne with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Lions 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Felton. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw. Felton. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Felton. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw.
That's once again complete to Chark.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake. Felton. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Looking to throw. Felton. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me that's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll go again with Etienne. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
His throw incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, Fields. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. And it's a give to Etienne running right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, right back to Etienne.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Naeem Hines. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves.
And he loses the football a second time. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Fields. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, it's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
On first down, it's Fields. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Fields on the sneak.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On the counter, ETN. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Travis Etienne taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Packers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Come on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Can't 11.
Back to throw. Felton goes with the out route and completes it to Swift. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Hey, check that. Street. Hurt.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but I tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a first down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the first, stopped the clock too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Back to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. He'll look to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Now a timeout called for by the offense as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Swift.
It's a room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
58 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
A gain of 3, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Okay, ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll look to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
50 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. Back to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
18 Cardinals. Three. Moving 19. 19 Wyatt.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Felton. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now. All even here in this 4th quarter.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Now Fields. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime. So the Lions, now they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Throwing on first down. Felton. Oh, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Packers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Boy, that's a tough one right there, CD. They fought back to tie it, to send it to overtime, had all the momentum, and then that interception.
That fighting spirit, those fighting plays that got them back into it, maybe a little too aggressive there, throwing the interception, and now they've opened the door to get beat by a field goal coming back the other way.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now, what can Fields do here in overtime? Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. 148 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another tote for Etienne.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fields going right side here, and that's complete.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Packers, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.